Hey guys, so today I'm going to be telling you about my stalking experience, and this video is going to be very different from a lot of the videos out there on YouTube about people's stalking stories, because this is going to be from the perspective of somebody who did the stalking. Yep, that's me! Now if you've been a stalker like me, you won't really call it stalking, you'll call it investigating. Yes, I get it, I'm probably going to be perceived as a crazy bitch in this video, but if you're a girl watching this, don't tell me there isn't one time in your life where you have acted like a crazy bitch, because we have all been there. We have all keyed our ex-boyfriend's car, we have all slashed some tires in our day. So this started about 4 or 5 months ago when I started seeing a guy, and he seemed like the Prince Charming that I'd always been waiting for. He would hold doors open for me. He was just a gentleman, and I even introduced him to my family because this is how serious I thought things were getting between us. About 3 or 4 months into the relationship, something really odd happened. He started going to the doctor and started texting me less and told me that it was because he was getting sick. And of course, when somebody tells you that the reason why they aren't texting or calling you is because like they have brain cancer, obviously you're gonna feel like a dick if you're mad at them for that. One day he sent me a really lengthy text message explaining what was happening and the reason why he wasn't texting or calling me as much. And his reason was that he had a CAT scan done of his brain and they found something, some kind of cloudy spot, and he had to go and get further tests done at a facility that was far away. And he disappeared. And a week went by and he didn't text me, he didn't call me, nothing. And I was thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna let him do what he needs to do. He's probably getting some brain tests done. He might be in a medically induced coma. Maybe he had a brain procedure and now he has amnesia. Maybe I'll have to reintroduce myself to him. He might be too busy to pick up his phone and text me. That's totally understandable. I know texting takes a lot of energy. You know, maybe he stubbed his toe, maybe he got food poisoning from the bad hospital food. I'm just making up a lot of excuses for this dumbass because that's just what girls do. More time went on and I think called and texted his phone about 50 times, and that is an underestimate. I mean, it was probably much more than that. And I was starting to get really annoyed, and at this point it was week 3 and I'm thinking to myself, well, if he's not dead, he's about to be. So 3 weeks go by, no text, no phone call, so I decided to take things into my own hands. Since he's not responding to my text messages or my phone calls, and he very well may be dead or dying, I decided to go and check up on obituaries on the internet. So I'm looking up obituaries for not just the United States, but also for Canada and Mexico, just in case you have to go to Mexico to get a brain procedure. Nothing comes up, no obituaries. There's one obituary that's his exact name, but it's a guy that died like 50 years ago. Then I decide to drive past his apartment at night and see if he's home. If he's home, then he's obviously just avoiding me and I can now move on from this situation. And here's the thing, I would have never had to resort to stalking if he would have just picked up the phone and told me, hey, I don't want to see you anymore, leave me alone. But this was really just eating me up inside. So I went to his apartment building one night and I wasn't even sure if that's where he lived because we only briefly passed it once and he like pointed out like, oh hey, look, I live there. So I literally like retraced my cognitive maps in my brain just to find this place that I believed to be his apartment. And I went to the call box to see if his name was on it, and of course his name was not on the call box. At this point I really was believing that he died because first of all, I could never imagine somebody so sweet and so nice just dropping me like I was nothing, but I still wasn't 100% sure, and I finally went to option C. This last tactic was to go and stalk him at his job. And I don't ever encourage any of you ladies or men to combine relationship problems with another person's employment. It's just a recipe for disaster, especially in my case. So I call up his job, I ask the lady at the front desk if he's there, and of course she tells me, oh, I'm sorry, he's not here, and I ask her where he's been, and she tells me that she's not allowed to disclose that information, and I did that for a few days until I was like, wow, these people must think I'm crazy. So I decided to do something even crazier, and that was to call his coworker that I didn't really know. I maybe like met him one time in passing, but I remembered his name. I called up the front desk and pretended to be somebody else because at this point I was really embarrassed about my behavior and my obsessive calling. So the front desk lady picks up the phone.
Hi there, it's Thomas. I just want to talk to Joel real quick. Oh, yeah. No, this is, I'm actually his pool skimmer. Just calling him because I wanted to find out if he wanted me to skim his pool tomorrow. Okay, great. Thank you.
I don't know what accent that was. She transferred me to his coworker, and I'm talking to his coworker, and I say, hey, listen, it's so-and-so's girlfriend. And he's like, what? You're whose girlfriend? I'm like, are you serious, dude? We've been dating for like 3 or 4 months. Things are getting pretty serious. Don't tell me that you didn't know that we were dating. And he's like, well, no, I wouldn't know because he's This boyfriend of mine had a very deep, dark secret. It's a topic I've wanted to share with you guys for so long, and I'm not ready to share it with you yet. But in case you guys were wondering, he wasn't dying of brain cancer. A lot of you girls can probably assume why he stopped talking to me, and if you have a good guess, post it in the comments section below. I will make another video dedicated to this whole entire experience that happened to me, but this is just gonna be a video about the stalking portion. What you guys need to know is that if somebody, whether it be your boyfriend or your girlfriend or somebody that you're just casually seeing, stops talking to you and starts ignoring you, it's probably not because of you. The phone works both ways, and if they really wanted to contact you, they would have. I wish that I had enough self-respect and self-worth at the time that this happened to have just walked away. If any of you guys are in the same position that I was in, I really would just recommend just letting that person go. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your energy. There are a million more people out there that you can focus your energy on and build a relationship with that are gonna care about you and who are going to have the courtesy to answer your phone calls and answer your text messages. So don't waste your time with one person who is an idiot. So that is kind of the moral of the story, and that is my stalking experience. I know it's very different from a lot of the videos you guys have possibly seen here on YouTube, but I'm just being honest with you all. Like, we're not all perfect. We all make questionable decisions. If we were all 100% perfect all the time, life would be boring and we'd never learn anything and we'd never evolve as people. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for listening to my story and just being really awesome and understanding. I appreciate every single one of you. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're having an amazing week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!